to show you something interesting. Lech lecha mi'artzecha umi meiladetcha. Hashem sends him. Mi beit avicha, that he had to leave his home and move el aretz asher araka. Galut. It would seem that this was his first test. Right? Aharon nisyonot nisnase Avraham Avinu. What was his first test? Lech lecha. It's a big machlok. If you look at the Pirush HaMishnayot La Rambam, on the Mishnah, where the Mishnah says, Aharon nisyonot nisnase Avraham Avinu, the Rambam begins that the first nisayon is Lech lecha. That's where it begins. Lech lecha. Pirkei Rebbe Eliezer, Chazal, Gemarot. In Pirkei Rebbe Eliezer, Perek Chavav, Ot Lamed Aleph, that the first of his 10 tests was Ur Kasdim. What was Ur? Ur Kasdim. The pasuk just tells us in last week's parsha that he was born in Ur Kasdim. Ur. When you read the pasuk, the implication is it's the name of a place. Ur Kasdim. That's what you say. Simply, when you read it, it would seem that's the name of a place. The Rishonim say, and it's a big argument between the Ibn Ezra and the Ramban, maybe it's just the name of a place, or maybe Ur is a fire. Avraham Avinu was 3 years old, and he was taken because he was fighting. They were saying there's no Hashem, and he was fighting. We know the story with the idols, and he broke his father's idols. And they took him and they threw him into a kivshan. They threw him into a fire. Ur, that's the Ur, the fire of Kasdim. And that actually is what the first test. I read you. Kishenolagd, bikesh nimrod lehorgo, v'nechba b'machbe adama 13 shana. That's the first. He had to hide for 13 years. The second test of the 10, Shishlichu Ur Kasdim, v'nitzal, and he was saved. And those are the 2 tests before Lech Lecha. The Rambam doesn't mention this as the tests. The Rambam mentions Lech Lecha. That's the beginning of the 10 tests. Pirkei Rebbe Eliezer, that the 10 tests begin with Ur Kasdim. The question is, if Ur Kasdim was such a tremendous miracle, you know, in the Slichot we say, Mi shana la'Avraham, b'kiv shana esh. Hashem answered his prayer. He saved him with a tremendous miracle. We all know the story. Fire came out, and he didn't get burnt up. Why is there no mention in the Torah of the Ness of Ur Kasdim? It's an unbelievable question. No mention. It's funny how we pick, in English is an expression, you pick and choose the history. Why does the Torah pick and choose? You know, we're not going to talk about Avraham Avinu learning Torah. No, we're not going to do that. We're not even going to talk about Ur Kasdim. The Rambam's right. You know why it's not one of the 10 tests? Because you see that the Torah, they didn't find it important to mention it. The Ramban already asked this for a question. The Ramban says, the Ibn Ezra asks why it's not mentioned. I'll give you a reason, says the Ramban. Says the Ramban that of course it was a tremendous miracle. We say it every day in davening. Avraham, hotzeta oto. What's hotzeta? Does it say that it lakachta oto me'ur kasdim? Hotzeta oto. Ani Hashem asher hotzi'acha me'eretz Mitzrayim. That just like over there was with miracles, Hotziah is with miracles. So too, Avraham Asher Hotzeh Oto. Mur Kazdim, says the Ramban, it's with miracles. Yeah. It doesn't say that he took it. It doesn't say lakacht. I read you the Ramban. Rabbi, you want to hear the Ramban? You want to hear it? Al yiftach otcha Reb Avraham b'kushiyatav. Reb Avraham, Evan Ezra has some questions and he's going to make you think, oh, Kazdim wasn't the first of the 10 nisyonot. It wasn't from the miracles. I'll prove it to you. Why? The problem was that the Goyim denied Ur Kazdim. Just like in Mitzrayim, they denied Mitzias Mitzrayim and the miracles, says the Ramban, but there the Torah was able to show you, no, it was miracles. Here, the Torah, what's it going to write? The story and what they said, and it was not. You can't prove it, right? Therefore, it's not mentioned. That's how the Ramban learns. Says the Ramban, that's why it's not mentioned. You hear the question? You hear? It's a tremendous question. Ur Kazdim. He's a nis. V'zech lefish. Pirkei der Belezer. Anisayon Arishon. Shu amad b'zeh. As lama lo muskar. Why is it not mentioned in the Torah? And the Torah says because the Goyim said it was masik shafim. Witchcraft. Umipnei ze lo hiskero da katuv hanes hazeh. Kaya tzarich laskir divrei acholkim alav. Kasher iskir divrei chartumei Mitzrayim. You have to be fair, right? Equal time. In English, they call it equal time. You say this side, you got to give the other side. V'lo nizba'aru divrei Avraham imahem. Kasher nizba'aru divrei Moshe Rabbeinu basof. By Moshe Rabbeinu, we proved it at the end. You saw clearly that Hashem, Nisim, Moshe was right. By Ukazdim, you can't prove it. They said it was Ma'asek Shafim, so you couldn't prove it. So the Torah doesn't mention it. Like the Torah, Ramban. Rabbeinu Yoina says, well, the Torah mentions it. Who said the Torah doesn't mention it? Says Rabbeinu Yoina, it's not Mifurash Patorah. It's true. Midivrei Kabbalah, Chazal tell us, there is a remez. Why? How many times is Ur Kazdim mentioned? Twice. Lodia, to teach us, שבשבילו עשו הניסיון שעמד בו, הבטיחו השם יזברך, והביא אל הארץ. So actually, last week's parsha is the reason why b'schut zeh lech lecha me'atzecha el aretz asher areka. Ur Kazdim. So it's actually what? Mentioned. And then he brings, Ani Hashem, he brings this other pshat from the Ramban, Hotziticha, Mashma b'derech nes, like it says, Onoichi Hashem Elokecha, Asher Tzisicha me'etz Yisrael v'chei katz b'nei b'shash v'zeh Rabbi Shmash. Right? So what do we have, Rabbi Yisai? It's a machlaikis, it's an argument. When and what is the beginning of Asara Nisyonot? According to one opinion, it starts with Lech Lecha. According to a different opinion, Pirkei der Belezer, when does it start? Ur Kazdim. Why is it not mentioned in the Torah? So Ramban says because they couldn't prove the miracle of Ur Kazdim. Rabbi Yoina says it's mentioned. It says twice Ur Kazdim. It's mentioned Ur Kazdim, and that's Lech Lecha. Lech Lecha el aretz asher areka b'schut Ur Kazdim.